Good morning, everyone. This is Sohaira Sultan. I'm your life coach and hostess here on Pieces of Purpose. Thanks for joining us. A family is sometimes referred to as a family system. This system consists of different parts or individuals. It always operates naturally with a mom and a dad, a familiarity which keeps it in a state of balance. If this familiarity goes, the family is thrown off balance, and then it takes time to find that rhythm of a new balance. When families experience death, separation, or divorce, family members have to adjust to the change and redefine the family system. This is usually a painful process and may take many years. The balance is really an emotional juggle of security and of feeling comfort in the family members themselves. The weaving of the blended family system encounters all of the past operations, but because of its added complexities, family members usually take longer to find that steadiness. They also encounter barriers to establish an identity of their own within the subsystem of blended families. We find the ex-partner, the new partner, the children from the first-time family, and then blending of all the children. There are a few stages to be aware of in the new family growth. There's the fantasy stage, then the confusion stage, conflict as you sort through things and become accustomed to them, then coming together, and finally the resolution stage. Many of us who grew up watching reruns of the Brady Bunch believe in the fantasy, leading us to believe that like every episode, at the end of the conflict, the night ends with a hug and love for your spouse. Blended families can be complicated. Blended families mean coming together of 3 or more people who form a family that is not a first-time family. Blended is definitely the outcome we're reaching for, but it can also make us think that all it takes is the willingness to mix it together and make it happen, or the responsibility only lies on one person. The measure of blending is the degree to which family members can resolve their issues and continue to develop their relationship in a positive way. So the fantasy stage is a little obvious. The couple are putting their best foot forward. They're happy about starting their lives again with a partner, another adult to share the end of the day with, to share parenting with. And sometimes kids look forward to living like a normal family as well. There's this idealism and to a certain degree an illusion and disillusion, because as it starts to wane, there's a fear that this family too is not going to make it. And as people start feeling unsteady, they will react out of fear. Oftentimes, this involves passive-aggressive or loud expressions of anger. In this stage, family members become aware that some or many of their own needs are not being met. Power struggles ensue. This stage is completely normal. It has to be negotiated with skill, keeping the goal at the forefront, since this is how the new family is determining the way in which things will be handled moving forward. Gradually, the family moves into a stage where emotionally it's not as tense, and learning how to resolve issues, they're growing aware that they are in fact a family. Relationships, even if they're not ideal, are becoming more comfortable and familiar. When this stage is reached, there is a sense of stability, relief that the bad times have passed, family ties are now growing, members in the family have learned the art of conflict resolution, and then they can use the method over and over again. So now that we are aware of these stages, now what? Do we mark it off as a checklist, or do you find yourself screaming, "Help, I married the wrong person, this isn't what I expected"? You're probably going through a stage that most couples experience. And again, that's normal. It's in the step family growth. Give it time. Understand the inner dynamics and the web of relationships that you have now become a part of. Have you been trapped into believing any of these myths of what it's supposed to ideally look like? Do you know other people who have fallen into that trap, believing that in blended families looking like the Brady Bunch? If you and your partner and your families embark on this journey of blending, everyone will experience happiness along the way. In fact, this is what happiness is all about: succeeding day in and out in the process of overcoming obstacles and seeking new joys with each other. While there might be difficulties sometimes along the way, the overall feeling with mercy can be one of serenity. That's all for today. Thanks for tuning in. As always, you can contact me on Facebook, Sohara Pieces of Purpose. Till then, remember, it's not easy, but then nothing really is. More for later.